Homestead Handyman here. Look at all this wood, and I got this all for FREE. Just have to go over there and pick it up. So there's tons more available, and some other folks are giving me some wood, and so now I need to cut it all up and then split it. Well, I have the splitter, and we have a stove that we only cut it up to about 12 inches. So I need to make some kind of a rack. Well, I've seen all these other ones that you can buy and all of that, but I'm on the homestead and I don't want to spend the money. So I'm looking around for some scrap wood, and I'm going to make a log stand to cut this, start cutting up all this wood. This stuff that I can at least lift up and put on the stand. Big stuff, well, that just goes on the ground and I do the best I can. Alright, let's get started. Here's the deal. So I went scavenging around the shop and found some old 2x4 pieces, and then I found these. Now, what this is here, can you see that slot in the middle there? What these are used for here, if you go to Home Depots, Lowe's, any of them big box stores, you'll find that these are laying around all over the place. They're about 4 foot long, something like that, and you see that's cut out on there, and so they sit on the ground, and then the lumber is all stacked on them. Well, they just throw them away. Every time I go there, I scavenge in some. And they're all treated lumber. These perhaps happen to be cedar, so they'll make for a good thing. So that's you can get this kind of stuff for free, and it works well. I've used it for lots of different projects. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something like this here. So we'll start out with something like this. I'm going to go as I go here, and then the log will be able to sit in here, something like this. So let me get rolling here and come up with some kind of a design, and then we'll get going. Okay, what I did was I figured what is going to work for me, and so I've laid this out here and left enough room up at the top here. So what I'm going to do is I've marked the boards here, right here, and so I'm going to make a half lap in there so that this board will lock into that one, because when you're throwing the logs in there, it's going to have the tendency to want to separate like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, now I'll just clean this up with a chisel. Alright, moving right along, I have this now together here. So this is what we did here. Made, if I can pull it apart, 2 half laps there, and that will hold the logs in place. And then I have another one where I've backed it out a little bit from this scrap, and that will fit on there like this. So I'll attach it here and here, screw it together. And then over here, I'm going to use a piece of threaded rod that I had left over. And so I'll drill a hole through here and just bolt either side together. And so that will hold it together there, and one for the other side. Also what I did was I rounded over the edge here, so when I go to throw a log up, it won't catch on there and just splinter it right out. And then on the other side, you can see I put a matching angle so that it will sit flat on the ground. And then I rounded these over also so that it doesn't catch a splinter and just chip off a big piece. Alright, so I got the 2 pieces together. Let's have a look at these here. So here's one, here's the other. They will go up like this, so they fit. They work very nice. And here's what I did. Let me show you. So see right here, this is a piece of threaded rod that goes through. You can see the half lap right there, so that gives it structural integrity. And then on the bottom here, I use these scraps, and let's put it this way. See, that's got the half lap on there also. Well, it's not really a half lap, but it captures the board. So that's going to work good. And then I just screwed those in there. So now we're going to go from this point here, and I will put cross braces going across here and keep going. Alright, so I got it assembled partially. So what I did was I took 3 pieces of that scrap wood that I told you that you get at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and what I did was put some more cut a slot in there like I did on the other ones, and attached them in the 3 locations. So now that's going to help prevent from getting any racking going on. And it's very, very lightweight right now. I might, matter of fact, have to put something down here to give it a little bit of weight, so when I throw a log up in here, it doesn't tip over. But we'll see how that goes. So the next thing I'm going to do is put some boards up across here that will be able to capture little pieces that I might put in here for cutting when I'm cutting with the chainsaw. So moving right along, very sturdy, very light, and very, very cheap. So far, cost is 0. Wait a minute, maybe like this. 0. All right. All right. Well, I think I have it done now. Let's have a close-up look here. So what I did was put these boards on the top here so that I can just lay a log in there. Of course, it's not going to be for giant logs because I can't lift those. I took a piece and put it down at the bottom there, and I cut angles on there so that it fits right in there. And that's in case I have small sticks or just small things I want to cut up. And I left a gap so that sawdust and all that bark and junk can just fall through to the ground. So it looks pretty cool. I think I'm excited to give it a try, and we'll have to see how it goes. It is very sturdy and it's very lightweight. So we'll see what happens, and give it a rip tomorrow with some logs.